Albert, go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you got started in real estate, and then what your process has been like, and what you're doing today.
Okay. Yeah. How I got started in business was property manager for my family, like a rental property. And as I went on, then I started hard money lending in 2008, 2009, when the foreclosure started to hit. So we were lending money to people who needed cash to buy their rehabs and what. We started to buy notes, and now today we're buying row houses in Philadelphia. So that's it.
Love it. Thank you, Albert. All right, and up next we have Anthony. Anthony is one of our sponsors tonight. They are a hard money lender, and Anthony also has some real estate background. So Anthony, if you wouldn't mind standing up, introducing us to ABL, what is that you do?
Good evening. ABL Asset-Based Lending is a hard money lending company. We're based out of Hoboken, New Jersey. I personally been in the hard money lending business for ABL. First thing I want to point out. Is this on?
You're good. Yep. Just go ahead.
Is that we lend to first-time investors. So now a lot of people at these events are just getting started in real estate. They may not think that they can borrow from a hard money lending company, but we do work with first-time investors. Basically, what we do is all short-term loans, acquisition, renovation, new construction, cash-out refis, mostly on residential properties 1 to 4. We do work on mixed-use properties as well and multifamilies. We're currently lending in about 7 different states, from Massachusetts down to Maryland. Like I said, all the programs are short-term, 1-year notes. Basically, what we do is we provide acquisition capital up to 80% of the purchase price, and then we lend 100% of the renovation cost. The loans are capped at the lower of 85% of deal cost. Deal cost is simply the purchase price plus the renovation cost. And the other cap is the after repair value. So the property is going to be appraised at, after the work is done, what that value is. We'll lend up to 65% of that value. So again, it's acquisition, renovation, new construction, cash out refis, and anybody wants to speak to me afterwards, I'll be here for the rest of the night. Thanks.
Beautiful. And Anthony, if I may ask, you said that you guys do lend to first-time investors.
I wanted to point that out.
Okay.
Very important. We do.
Beautiful. And then, so what are some of the requirements that you guys look for in terms of lending when picking someone?
Most deals, what we're looking for, there's 3 factors that we kind of assess. One is we do look at experience, but like I said, you don't have to have experience. That may ultimately get you a lower rate and pricing, but you don't have to have experience. So we look at that. We look at your FICO score. We don't really require incredibly high FICO score. Anything above 600 will do. Even if it's below 600, we still can make exceptions. And the third thing we look for is liquidity. You have to have some money to do a deal. We're going to lend up to 85% of the deal cost. So that would mean that you would have to come in with 15% of the deal cost. So we're looking for liquidity, experience, FICO score, and then we look at the economics of the deal. The loan to value, loan to cost, where the property is, and what type of loan it is. So all those factors go into, we have a pricing model that we use. Every deal is analyzed the same way. No one gets any different analysis than the next person. So it's basically those things that we look at. And I would say if you have 2 of those 3 things, we'll be able to make the loan for you. You have your liquidity, experience, or credit. If you don't have any of those, you have bad credit, you have no money, and no experience, unfortunately that may be a red flag for us.
Yeah.
But like I said, no experience is not a problem. Most of our borrowers, over 50% of our borrowers, are repeat borrowers. So those first timers wind up coming back to us over and over because we're going to help them through their first deal. We're not going to criticize them and try to, last thing we want is for a loan to go bad. So we're going to help that first time borrower. We're going to find a contractor for them. We'll find an attorney for them. We'll find an insurance company for them. We'll find a title company for them. We'll hold your hand through the deal, through the whole process. So if you're skeptical about doing a deal with a hard money lender because you don't have experience, give us a call. We'll work you through the deal, and we'll basically hold your hand through the whole deal.
Man, that basically sounds like free mentorship to me.
Yes, it is.
So for those of you guys who are first timers, I do recommend that you guys connecting with him after, just so you guys can get squared away, possibly get set up for lending. And then last but not least, we have our last judge by the name of Nick Tang. Nick, go ahead and stand up. Let us know a little bit about yourself and do your thing.
I'm kind of shy. My name is Nick, for everybody that doesn't know me. I wholesale, I do buy and holds, I raise capital, I do rehabs as well. I pretty much do everything in the business. And I also invest in Philadelphia, New Jersey, and New York in all the same ways, like wholesaling, rehabbing, holding, and raising capital. So if you guys have questions in regards to any of that stuff later, after the event, come talk to me. Other than that, I'm looking to hopefully see or hear some good deals being presented today and maybe buy something. All right?
All right. Thank you, Nick. I'll take the mic. You keep that. You keep that. All right. So we're going to get started with the good stuff now. All right, guys? So tonight's event is the pitch night. So I'm going to open up first and ask, does anyone have a deal that they would like to present this evening in front of our group? Anybody at all? Possibly a deal that they're working on or a deal that's under contract? You have something? Where's it at? Okay. Okay, beautiful.
Oh, I know Paramus.
Okay, and you're interested in pitching in front of everyone, correct? Yeah, it's just a bunch of simple stuff, and of course our judges will get it squared away. Anybody else? Right now we have a total of 2, 3, 4, 5 deals being presented. Anybody else? Yeah? Where you at?
Medford in Long Island.
Okay, and it's a deal you have under contract, or what's the status behind it?
Dealing with the lender right now.
Okay.
See what kind of pricing I can get. But if there's time later, I might talk. If not,
Okay. So it's a deal that you're working on, correct?
yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'd love to speak with you after, see what the status is with that. If we do have time, we'll open up. Anybody else? You want to do it? No? I understand. Okay. She wants to do a deal but can't present the property address.
Is it under contract?
Yeah, it's under contract.
That's not a big deal.
You're good to go. All right?
Huh?
All right. So we got 6 deals we're going to be presented tonight. We're going to try and keep it within a 10 to 15, 20-minute time frame, and that includes presentation, judges' questions, audience questions. Everyone clear with that? Okay, beautiful. I'll go ahead and get started then if nobody else has anything. All right. So this deal here, it's not mine exactly. It's one of our buddies' properties in the town of Newark, New Jersey. Okay, anybody here doing business in Newark, New Jersey by a show of hands? Gotcha. Where's the hand at? Beautiful. Okay, so this deal, the property address is 117 Camden Street in Newark, New Jersey, zip code of 07103. This is right near University Hospital. So like Newark is like this. University Hospital is right here. The deal's like right there. Yep, Camden Street. Right the street.
Camden Street, Newark, New Jersey.
Yep, and it's a legal 3. So we got 117 Camden Street, Newark, New Jersey. It's so what I'm going to do is know what it's under contract for, and the potential under contract for $102,000. The ARV on this bad boy is $340,000. Legal 3 family, keep that in mind. 7 bedroom.
Right at the low, so that way it's easier to follow.
Beautiful. So for the asking price, we got $145,000. The repairs, we got 80 to 90K, and the ARV is 340K, and it's under contract for 102. All right, I'll open up to questions from our judges now.
I'll buy it for 102.
102 on the spot. So
The only reason why I say that is because I buy based on hard money rules. 65% of hard money of the 340 is what is 220.
Yep.
Right. I know the rehab is projected to be 80, 90,000, but I know a little bit about this project.
Yep.
And to me, the rehab is about 120,000. So 120 minus 120 is 102 or 100. So I'm
Yeah.
overpaying by $2,000.
Yeah.
That's
But-
my perspective. But the thing about this property is, and the reason why they're selling it for so much more, is I believe it's because it's right next to University. What is that?
Yeah. The
Hospital. Yeah, yeah. It's a very desirable area. The area itself is considered more valuable than the surrounding part of that area, and so I can definitely see why they're asking for that price. I can definitely see it going for close to that price, but 120 would be more something I would be entertained with than
You mean for
100.
the rehab?
No, for the purchase.
Gotcha.
Than 140.
Yep. Okay. So I'll definitely take note on that. And then any other questions, gentlemen?
Yeah, can you tell me about the unit mix and how much it rents for?
Yep. So it's a 3-1, 3-1, 1-1. A 3-bedroom within this area will rent out for anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400, and then the 1-bedroom anywhere from $650 to $750, maybe $800. So you're
Depending
looking.
on the finish.
Yeah, depending on the finish. So let's keep numbers simple. 1,200
Now,
times
what
2.
would be the targeted demographic or audience? Yeah, what's the target audience to rent to? Is it students? Is it doctors around the area? Is it, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
depending on that,
Yep.
the finish could be a lot nicer.
Yeah, I'd say possibly if you wanted to put a little bit more rehab into it and maybe even fix and flip this to a doctor. Keep in mind the hospital is right next door. You could potentially do that. That would include hardwood floors, etc. That would also bump in the rehab. In regards to as is, majority of our rentals within Newark, New Jersey, we do Section 8, or we'll do a few cash tenants. We more focus on Section 8. So it'd be very easy to do that within Newark, New Jersey for Section 8, that is.
So the nicer finishes, they rent out for $1,500.
Yeah.
And the $90,000 rehab, which is rental grade, is gonna rent out for like $1,200.
Yeah.
Do we know anything about the square footage of the house?
I mean, it's a 331. I'd probably say it's anywhere from 2,100 to 2,300
Okay.
at the most.
And the ARV is based on what? This person's
It's based off
comps? They
sold
have
comps within the past,
6 months
I think these are a
Half a
year.
mile to a
Within
mile?
the past year.
in the past year?
Yeah, and these would all be within, actually, I don't know how he runs his comps.
How do you run your comp?
Yeah, all mine would be within 0.5 miles.
Yeah, half a mile,
Yeah,
6
yeah.
months to a year at the most.
Preferably 5 to 6 blocks at
Right.
the most.
Especially in Newark. It's block
Yeah.
by block.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So being that you invest in Newark
Yeah.
and do business in Newark, what
Yeah.
do you think this thing is actually worth?
Yeah, I mean, if you're putting in $80,000 to $90,000 within it,
Yeah.
I think it'll appraise for, with a 331, anywhere from 300 to 310. If you want to put in a little bit more renovations, I do think you'll start to see that 330, 340,
Right.
depending on the rehab finish.
Yeah, I was going to say 340, that's a high number.
Yep,
We
for
don't
this
see that
rehab.
too often. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we're good.
Any other questions, judges? All right, we'll open up to the audience. Audience, any questions?
Don't be shy, guys. You can just ask. You don't have to buy.
Even if you don't know. For a 3-bedroom, so overall, the market value rent for a 3-bedroom is like $1,400 within Newark right now. That being said, the question is how easily do you want to rent it out? If you want to rent it out very easily, especially in a neighborhood like this, $1,200, you'll rent it out all day long.
Does that make sense?
Beautiful.
You also got to play with the finish, right?
Yeah.
Because like if the finish is rental grade, 1,200 moves really easily. But if the finish is like nice new tiles in the kitchen, nice new cabinets, stainless steel appliances, all that, and a nice modern kitchen bathroom, all that is going to cost you an extra $10,000 per unit. That's why I say 120. And if you do that, you can rent out each unit easily for the 3-bedroom leagues for $1,500.
Yep.
Easily.
Question in the back?
For me, for this property, I would totally go with the 120 rehab, which is going to be the nicer finish because literally it's across the street from the hospital. So people that are going to be living there are either doctors or residents, students or whatever, and so they want that nice finish.
There's only a couple of areas in Newark, and maybe Nick would agree, where I would do high end. That would be the Ironbound and areas like this where there's high market rent because of the hospital.
Yeah.
The other question I have is about taxes. So I noticed in the property the taxes have doubled in the past couple of years.
Yep.
But on the
I don't have the exact number. I am for sure that a 3-family will range anywhere from 4,800 up to 6,000 for taxes.
Right now, the property appraised at 150, and or the tax value is assessed at 150, and according to Zillow, the taxes are like 5,000.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now you're about to double the value of the house. Does that concern you at all?
No, for the tax perspective, no, not at all, because you're not doing a ground up new construction. Therefore, the taxes aren't going to be affected indefinitely.
You're not adding square footage.
And yeah, exactly. Yep.
So one of the reasons.
What did you just say? You're not adding square footage. Okay. So the tax assessed value is not going to change.
So one of my favorite reasons, because I invest in Newark, so one of my favorite reasons to invest in Newark is because the taxes are so low. Okay, but it's dangerous. So you're trading taxes for bullets.
Question? Go ahead.
Yeah, so money. This is a fix and flip project, right?
No, I mean, it really just depends on what the end investor's after. I'd highly recommend going with the cash flow on this thing, because you could easily get anywhere from 300 to 400 per unit. I'm sorry. Yes.
As a lender, Newark,
Yes.
find a lot of rehabbers have issues with their materials being stolen and stuff like that. Like, do you guys add cushions for that?
You know, I've been lending in Newark probably for about 20 years, and I did see that a lot. I've been lending in Newark for almost 20 years, and I did see that a lot a while ago. I don't see that as often. I haven't seen it really at all lately with any of the current projects we have in Newark. It does happen, yeah, from time to time, but it happens in other neighborhoods other than Newark. But it's not really, predominant right now.
So if I'm writing up an estimate to provide to you, and I add extra contingency, so usually most lenders would take 15%.
We'll probably, as ABL would have it, probably 10. We would allow for 10. I mean, 15 we might question it, but 10,000, there's nothing wrong with putting 10,000 contingency. Something always goes wrong. So
I'll add to that. Yeah, so if you guys are concerned about getting like broken into, robbed, all that stuff, we're concerned with that as well. So what we do is we just hired this company that just put shields on the doors and the windows. It's $1,000, $1,200 for 6 months. It's very, very affordable. Yeah, we rent it. Yeah, it's very, very affordable. And then if you need another like 3 months, it's like another like $500 or something like that, or $300. But the company's called Dogs, DEAWGS, and they're like one of the biggest shielding companies in Newark.
Any other questions? Okay. Going once. Twice. All right, we're good. So if you're interested in getting more details, I can connect you with the direct person who has this deal on their contract. Just speak with me after. We can exchange information, and then we'll get squared away with that, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started with our next presentation. Would you like to come up? Let's do it.
Let's give them a hand. Put that on. Wait, are you out of paper?
I could disclose the street, not the address, because I have the contracts in the office.
Yeah, that's cool. You have it under contract, though, right?
Huh?
You have it under contract?
Yeah, it's going. I have the contract.
You an agent, or what are you doing with it?
I'm an investor. I'm going to be an investor on this.
Okay. She looking to raise money?
Yeah,
Potentially?
potentially.
Okay.
Back up.
It's a JV.
How you doing? My name is Jamel. I'm a realtor in New York. I'm also an investor.
Jamal, project your voice.
Okay, I'm also a realtor. I'm a realtor in New York City, actually Brooklyn, New York, Queens. I'm also an investor. I also built a 3-family house in Brooklyn, but right now I got turned on to Nick about 5 months ago. So I'm approved with hard money. So what I'm doing is using the money, tying up the deals, and then whatever deals I want, then I'll keep rehab and maybe resell, and then the other ones I'll flip the contracts. So right now I have a deal in Far Rockaway in Queens, Far Rockaway. It's on Deerfield. I'm not going to give the address. I have the contracts right now as we speak, waiting for the seller to sign, okay? I'm tying it up for $110,500. It's a 2-family. It's a 2-bedroom over 1, 2 over 1. I'm going to probably make the first floor a 3-bedroom over 1, and it has a partially finished basement. The rehab on it will most likely be over 70,000. And the ARVs would in 450. Okay, so I actually, this one, the house was a tax lien, so I end up buying, stopping the foreclosure. So in essence, I had to wire the money a day before the auction. Okay, so I may be looking for a JV situation on this in case. So I'm putting contingencies in the contract as we speak, which will allow me to have a partner, okay, just in case. I think I could finish the project myself, but I always like to have the what ifs. The next issue, so this one will be vacant. Rents over there are $1,500. If I make this a 3, I could get $2,000. So you're talking about $3,500. It has a basement, and that's pretty much the deal. Am I missing anything?
We'll ask you. Yeah.
So judges, go ahead and ask your questions.
You guys have any questions first? I'll let you go. I'll let you talk first, Albert.
I mean, I look at everything from like the rental perspective, right? So have you looked at like what are the taxes, what are rentals, and how much you need?
Yeah, taxes on that 1 second are $6,000. $6,000 a year right now. It's on a 50 by 100 lot. So I was also looking to see if I could convert it, but I just said it's too much. So
Okay, taxes are 6,000. The first unit, you said is what? 1,500.
1,500. And then the ground floor unit will be a 3-bedroom. I'm gonna make it a 3 because it has a big dining room, which we're not really, it's a waste of space.
Is that process like legal for Queens? Because I know like it's really funny how like there's a lot of 2 families or a lot of 4 families, 5 families all over Manhattan.
Right.
And when you look at them, the basement's also legal, And at one point they weren't.
Okay.
So is that the same for that part of Queens?
All right. So in Queens, we're basically filing with DOB. It's already a legal 2-family, so you don't have to worry about conversion. All I need to do is basically go to my architect and let the architect design that extra room to make it a 3-bedroom.
You have to file plans?
Huh?
You have to file plans?
I'm gonna say I have to file plans. So I have 2 options. I could keep it as a 2, but I find that also as a realtor, it's harder to sell 2s. Everybody, if you're gonna spend, $450, a lot of people want 3 bedrooms. So I'm trying to make the first floor 3.
Okay, so I was confused for a second what you said because I thought you were making the basement into a unit.
No, it has a basement already.
So you're just making it big, the first
The
unit, in a way, connect somehow with the basement?
Yeah, it already has a staircase to go to the basement. So that's the only, well, you have 2 entrances to the basement.
Right.
Excuse me, are you making the 3rd bedroom in the basement? Or
Nope, on the first
Gotta get
floor.
the kitchen down there.
Right, so basically, I'm making it where the owner, if they want to move on the first floor, they'll have 3 bedrooms, and then they could go to the basement. The basement will have a bar, it's an open layout.